Hello, can you hear me, online students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll wait for 5 more minutes. Meanwhile, you can see here the exam pattern here. In the slide, I have given the exam pattern. Just go through it. We will start in 5 minutes, okay? You are attending your first class. This is your first class, okay? I'll start in 5 minutes. Meanwhile, go through the exam pattern here. I've given the exam pattern here. You will have two sections basically, section A, section B. Section A is compulsory. Good afternoon. This is the exam pattern. Take a note of it. You have two sections basically. Question number 1, 2 to 8. Question number 1 is compulsory question from section A. Here you will receive multiple choice questions or fill in the blanks or match the following true or false, whatever it may be. You will receive 15 sub questions, each carrying 2 marks. Okay, so total 30 marks. This is your first section. This is compulsory. You have no choice here. Okay, and then in section B, you will be having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions. Total 2 to 8. Okay, out of these 7 questions, you have to choose any 5. So you have 2 choice as question, 2 questions for choice. Okay, each question carries 14 marks. Yesterday someone was asking how many marks can I get. I mean, some big question, how many marks can I get? You can get maximum up to 14 marks. Okay, 14 marks, 5 into 14, that is 70 marks. Total it is for 100 marks. If you include the choice also, you will get it for 128 marks. Understanding, na? 2 questions choice. So 2 14 say 28. So 100 plus 28, 128 marks. You will receive the whole paper. Yes. 2 questions are for choice. In this 14 marks, it can be in any combination. Say for example, 7 plus 7. Yes. 4 plus 10. 1 4 marks question, 1 10 marks question. 2 7 marks questions. Yes, partially. No. Suppose in a particular question, 7 plus 7, you know only first question, 7 marks question. You cannot attempt 7 marks question from one question and 7 marks from another question. You have to choose only 5 questions from the whole 7. Okay, any 5. Clear with the exam pattern? Yeah, I just want to highlight this exam pattern. Now question number 19, page number 72. We were in the halfway of this question, in the last class. Tanuja, read this question. Yeah, from the beginning. Provision for bad debts at the rate how much? Yes, provision for discount on debtors. Provision for discount. Yesterday I have explained you the concept of discount allowed, yes or no? With a sum. How much percent? 2%. Okay, next. No. Yeah, on 1st of January 2020, that is 2020, printing mistake. Change it. 1st of January 2020, there is a printing mistake. On 1st of January 2020, provision for bad debts and provision for discount on debtors had a balance of 4,550 and 800 respectively. Yes? What is this balance? Opening or closing? Opening balance. Very good. So you have 2 accounts, provision. I'll take it in a different page. Provision for bad debts account. I am taking T shape only, you can follow the format. Provision for discount on debtors account. Okay, I am just taking T format, you take the whole format. A particulars, yeah, date particulars. LF आएगा या JF आएगा? हाँ, JF. Journal folio, debit rupees, yes, and then on the credit side, date, particulars, journal folio, credit rupees. Tell me the opening balance. By balance brought down, how much is the opening balance? 4,550. 4550. Same. Provision for discount on debtors by balance brought down, not BD, you should call it as brought down. Okay, 800. Read the table once. During 2020, bad debts during 2020 is 800. 1500, okay. 500, very good. Sundry debtors, they are mentioning before providing bad debts and discounts. Okay. So from this debtors balance, you have to reduce the bad debts and discount also. Yes or no? Bad debts is how much? 800. So when you have bad debts, what is the entry? Bad debts account debit to debtors account. But when you have the provision account, what will be the entry? Bad debts account debit to provision for bad debts. So transfer these bad debts to provision for bad debts. What will be the entry? Tell me. I am taking 31st December, year end date. I am transferring the bad debts balance to bad debts account. How much amount? 800, very good. This is in the first year. Second year, how much? Second year, 31st 12/21. Two bad debts. Two bad debts account, how much? 1500. Clear with the bad debts part? Yes? Similarly, discount. 31st December 2020 to discount allowed account. Normally I will transfer discount account to, what will be the entry for discount? Discount account debit to debtors account. But when you have the provision for discount, you have to transfer the discount account to provision account. Understanding? Instead of transferring it to P&L, I have to transfer it to provision account. Because provision is created from which account? Provision is created from which account? We have discussed in the last class. Anyone from online students? What is the entry for provision for bad debts? No. Creating provision. What is entry? Anyone? Online students? Creating provision for bad debts. What is the entry? Yes. P&L account debit to provision for bad debts account. Provision you are creating from P&L, yes or no? So discount account will not go to P&L, it will go to provision account. Understood na? Discount kitna hai? 1200. This is in the first year. Tell me the balance in the second year. 31st December 2021 to discount account. How much? 500. Any doubts till now? I have just taken the opening balance. I have transferred bad debts account to the provision account. I have transferred the discount account to the provision for discount account. Yes? Any doubts till now? No? Take this debtors account also. Debtors account. बैलेंस ब्रॉट डाउन कितना है? ओपनिंग बैलेंस कितना है? हाँ 60,000 होगा, यस और नो? बैड डेट्स के कारण कितना रिड्यूस हुआ? बाय बैड डेट्स 800 होगा, यस। बाय डिस्काउंट कितना होगा? 1200 होगा, यस और नो? क्लोजिंग बैलेंस कितना होगा? बाय बैलेंस कैरीड डाउन कितना होगा? क्लोजिंग बैलेंस देखो, -2000 कितना है? 58,000. Sir, why I am calculating this closing balance? Because they have mentioned provision for bad debts at the rate 5%. 5% on what? Always on closing debtors. Yes? This is the opening debtors balance. This is before taking this bad debts and discount. Yes? So you have to reduce this amount, 2,000. Closing balance comes to 58,000. Now calculate 5% on this 58,000. This is the debtors account for the year 2020. 5% on 58,000, how much? 2,900. So closing balance on provision for bad debts कितना होना चाहिए? Closing balance here 31st 2022 बैलेंस कैरिड डाउन कितना होना चाहिए इधर? 2,900. सर कैसे आया था? 58,000 इंटू 5%, 2,900. This is the opening balance, this is the closing balance. Yes or no? During the year you have charged 800. Now balance this account once. कितना? 850. 850 debit में ना? This is the balancing figure. To P&L account. Understood? 4,550 is the highest. So credit take this 4550 here, 4550. Now reduce this 800 and 2,900 from this 4550. You will get this 850, which is the balancing figure. This is nothing but excess जो provision है उसको P&L में बेच दिया. समझ गया? अगर क्रेडिट साइड आएगा तो प्रोविजन क्रिएटेड ड्यूरिंग द ईयर. डेबिट साइड मतलब क्या है? प्रोविजन रिटर्न ऑफ ड्यूरिंग द ईयर. बिकॉज क्लोजिंग बैलेंस शुड बी ओनली 5% ऑन क्लोजिंग डेटर्स. 2,900. You already have 4,550. 4,550 minus 800 minus 2,900. 850 excess है तो 850 को राइट ऑफ करो P&L को. क्लियर टिल नाउ? This is your first class, na? हाँ. See the recorded videos once, okay? Go through the basics, journal, ledger. Do you have any idea on journal, ledger, everything? Okay. Go through the videos, okay? Then you may catch up with us in the from the next class at least, okay? Go through the journal. Go through the ledger video particularly. All these, I mean, group 1 accounts mainly based on this journal, ledger, everything. Okay, chapter 1 is the foundation, so you have to be clear with the chapter 1 first. Okay, I guess some 8 classes, 8 hours. Okay, you saw the whole video. Okay, you saw one class. Okay, just try to complete as soon as possible so that you can catch up with us. Okay, this is basically the ledger account, debit side, credit side. This is the debit side, this is the credit side. Okay, I am doing the ledger postings here. You just take it down, you will understand. Now coming to the second year. सेकेंड ईयर डेटर्स का क्लोजिंग बैलेंस कितना है देखो, 58,000 ओपनिंग होगा ना, 58,000 माइनस 58,000, नो दे हैव गिवन द 42,000 ना, हाँ टेक अगेन हियर 42,000 होगा, आई विल टेक इन अ डिफरेंट अकाउंट, डेटर्स अकाउंट, टू बैलेंस ब्रॉट डाउन कितना है ओपनिंग बैलेंस 42,000. दिस इज द डेटर्स अकाउंट फॉर 2021. ओके, टू बैड डेट्स कितना है, सॉरी बाई बैड डेट्स 15, हाँ वेरी गुड 1500. बाई डिस्काउंट अकाउंट हाउ मच 500. सो 42 माइनस 2000 कितना है 40,000. बाई बैलेंस कैरीड डाउन, यस 40,000 में 5% कितना है देखो, हाँ 2,000 होगा, वेरी गुड. सो क्लोजिंग बैलेंस कितना होगा इधर, टू बैलेंस कैरीड डाउन कितना है 2000 ना, हियर इट इज द क्लोजिंग बैलेंस, यस और नो, टेक इट टू द नेक्स्ट ईयर, इट विल बी ओपनिंग बैलेंस हियर, 1/4/2020 बाई बैलेंस ब्रॉट डाउन हाउ मच, this is the closing balance here, this will be opening balance in the next year, yes or no, opening balance. Now this is the closing balance. Now which side is more, credit or debit, huh 2,900, 1,500 and 2,000, debit is more, so 3,500, 3,500. बैलेंस कितना है देखो, हाँ सॉरी नॉट अप्रैल ना, 1 जनवरी 2021 होगा. January 2021 buy balance brought down 2,900. okay. This is the opening balance, this is the closing balance, this is the bad debts during the year. Now tell me the balance, how much here, debit or credit, $600. This is nothing, this is what is this, huh? P&L, provision, written off or created, created, very good. Provision created during the year by P&L account, 600 is the balance. This give B dash F here balancing figure, clear, give B slash F, B slash F is nothing but balancing figure. I am repeating once again, this is the opening balance given in your question, yes. This is the bad debts given in your question, yes. Closing balance, I found it from the closing debtors balance, yes. So opening provision, closing provision, yes. Bad debts transferred during the year. So the balance is nothing but provision written off during the year. Okay. Same this closing provision I have taken in the next year. Yes. Last year's closing is this year's opening. Yes. So the opening provision, again closing provision. Closing provision कैसे आया था? Same closing debtors पे 5%. 42,000 minus 2,000, 40,000, 40,000 के ऊपर 5%. 40,000 into 5%. This is the closing provision. Bad debts return, bad debts transferred during the year. Balance is provision created during the year. Okay? Clear? Now what is left? Provision for discount on debtors. This part. Can you come to page number 71? Provision for discount on debtors. Can you see this para? Provision for discount on debtors. Read the third para, Tanuja. Yeah, third para. One second. Specific rate. What is this one? 2%. Provision for discount on debtors shall be calculated at a specific rate. Yes or no? Bracket में क्या है? पढ़ो. हाँ. After deducting bad debts and provision also. Understanding? To calculate provision for discount, you have to deduct provision for bad debts also. Understanding? Underline that line. That particular line is very important. For calculating provision for bad debts, this is also a percentage. You need not deduct anything else. But for calculating provision for discount, you have to reduce the provision for bad debts also. So if the first account is wrong, second account will also be wrong. Understood na? हाँ. See here. अभी क्लोजिंग बैलेंस कितना होगा? टू बैलेंस कैरीड डाउन. क्लोजिंग बैलेंस कितना होगा? देख लेना 58,000 जो ऑलरेडी क्लोजिंग डेटर्स है. चेक हियर 58,000. यस और नो? 58,000. 58,000 माइनस जो क्लोजिंग प्रोविजन कितना है देखो बैड डेट्स का. See here 2,900. Yes or no? Closing debtors minus provision for bad debts 2,900. Following me? Yes? Huh. 58,000 minus 2,900. 58,000 minus 2,900 into 2%. Tell me the amount. 1102. Clear? Clear with this part? Huh. Now balance this account. Tell me whether debit is more or credit is more. In case of a ledger account, after all the postings, you balance the account, yes? Tell me whether debit is more or credit is more. Debit is more, how much? Huh? No, tell me the total first. Very good, 2,302. Carry the same total to the credit side. Now check here the balance. Check here the balance, 2,302 minus 800. 1502. This is nothing but by P&L account, balancing figure, provision for discount created during the year, not written off, created during the year. Clear? So last year's closing is this year's opening, 1st January 2021. By balance brought down, how much? 1102. Very good. Now tell me the closing balance here. To balance carried down. Tell me the balance. What is the closing debtors balance?
760.
760 कैसे आया था? 2000 कैसे आएगा? Sorry? This is the 40,000, okay. $40,000 minus 2,000. कितना डिडक्ट करना है? You are correct. Tell me. No, not 2,000. 3,500. In the book, it is a printing mistake. Huh? 40,000 minus 3,500. It should be 3,500. Change it. In the book, it is a printing mistake. Because closing provision is how much? See here. What is the closing provision here? 2000 ही है क्या? टू थाउजेंड ही है ना? सॉरी, नॉट 2000 ही है. करेक्ट. इधर क्वेश्चन में गलती दिया था, उसको चेंज करो. क्वेश्चन में गलती दिया था, चेंज करो. 2000 करो उसको. प्रोविजन फॉर बैड डेट्स अकाउंट देखो आंसर में. टू बैलेंस कैरिड ऑन कितना दिया था आंसर में? 3500 दिया है. उसको चेंज करो इधर. हाँ, वेरी गुड. 2000 उसको चेंज करो. 2000. हाँ, वेरी गुड. दिस इज 2000. सो अभी 40,000 minus 2,000. Someone told from the online also. Very good. That answer is correct. 40,000 minus 2,000 कितना है? 38,000. 38,000 के ऊपर 2% कितना है देखो? 760. Very good. 760 is the closing provision for discount. Now balance the account. Which side is more? Which side is more? Debit is more. How much? Sorry? Tell me the total. Total of the debit side. 1260. Very good. Carry the same to the credit side. 1260. Tell me the balance here. 158. Very good. 150 is nothing but by P&L account. This is 158 balancing figure B/F. 158 is the provision created during the year, not written off, provision created. Clear? You can assume this question for 8 marks, 4 marks each for each account. कम है क्या? ज़्यादा है क्या? No, 8 marks. They'll give it for 8 marks, 4 marks each. I'm repeating this provision for discount account once again. Check here. This is the opening balance of provision for discount account. Yes, this is the discount. This is the discount allowed during the year. I have transferred this discount account to provision account instead of transferring it to debtors account. Understanding? Because I'm maintaining the provision account. Understood? Understood? हाँ. This is the closing balance. कैसे आया था? Closing debtors का balance जो है उससे provision for bad debts निकालना पड़ेगा. So 58,000 is the closing debtors balance minus closing provision for bad debts. Yes. उसके ऊपर 2%. This is the closing balance. Yes. Now balance करो इसमें. Balance जो आया था 1502, this is the provision for discount created during the year. Understood? Last year's closing is this year's opening. Same. Okay. This is the discount allowed during the year. This is the closing discount. कैसे आया था? 2% on 40,000 minus 2,000. 38,000. 40,000 minus 2,000 into 2%. 38,000 पे 2% जो है वो क्लोजिंग होगा. बैलेंस देख लीजिए. 158 जो है प्रोविजन फॉर डिस्काउंट क्रिएटेड ड्यूरिंग द ईयर. Provision account is always, provision account will always have which balance? Credit balance. Very good. Sum number 20, take it for homework. Provision for discount on creditors. Discount on creditors. Is discount received or discount allowed? Anyone from online? Very good. Discount received. Yes. So discount received is an income. Yes. So income पे provision ले रहा है. Yes. You are anticipating some income in the future. Yes. About to receive. उसके ऊपर provision. Actually this concept is against this conservatism concept. What is conservatism concept? Conservatism, any idea? Account for all possible losses but not for future gains. Prudence or conservatism concept. Okay, similar to business entity concept. We have already discussed, na? Take this one. Prudence concept or conservatism. What does this concept say? Account for all possible future losses but not for future gains. Note this down. फ्यूचर में आपको पता है कि कुछ लॉस आएगा, उसको बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में रिकॉर्ड करो. बट फ्यूचर में आपको गेन कुछ आएगा, उसको रिकॉर्ड मत करो. बी कंजर्वेटिव इन द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स. दैट इज व्हाट दिस कॉन्सेप्ट सेज. सो एज पर दिस कॉन्सेप्ट you should not take any provision for discount on creditors. That's why you don't have any sums on provision for discount on creditors. Okay, you just know about this concept but you will not receive in the exam. Huh? Clear? That is all about chapter number 1. Okay. Now I am going to chapter number 2. बुक में कैसे जाएगा? हाँ, होगा होगा होगा. आई विल एक्सप्लेन दैट ऑल्सो. शिशी ऊपर करना है. नहीं हो रहा है, ये तो इधर उधर हो रहा है. ये वाला. अच्छा ठीक है. पीसी में यही आ रहा है, इसको बंद करना है तो. अच्छा, इधर हो गया. हाँ, 1 सेकेंड. टोटल अकाउंटिंग फॉर स्पेशल ट्रांजैक्शन टोटल कितना चैप्टर्स है? 9 चैप्टर्स है टोटल. देख लो इंडेक्स में, टोटल 9 चैप्टर्स है. ठीक है. वी आर डन विथ ओनली फर्स्ट चैप्टर विच कैरीज 15 मार्क्स. Okay, now the second chapter, what is the weightage? 10 marks. We have total 3 parts in this chapter. First one is bills of exchange, second one is consignment, third one is joint venture. Okay, bills of exchange, consignment, joint venture. Any idea about bills of exchange? Okay, very good. Next, negotiable instrument. Bill of exchange is a negotiable instrument. See here, bills of exchange, according to section 13 subsection 1 of the act, negotiable instrument means a promissory note or a bill of exchange or a check payable either to order or to the bearer. This is a negotiable instrument. Bill of exchange is one of the negotiable instrument, similar to promissory note and check. You can assume it as a promissory note only, okay, because in practical scenarios you don't find this bill of exchange in the business scenarios. Okay, currently we are in the check, digital era. You don't have these bills anymore. LC is a different thing. Letter of credit is a different thing. Okay, letter of credit is a different thing. Bill is a different thing. Okay, see this definition once. Definition of bills of exchange according to section number 5 of the Negotiable Instrument Act. A bill of exchange is an instrument in writing. It has to be an instrument in writing, not printed, in writing. Okay, containing an unconditional order signed by the maker directing a certain person to pay a certain sum of money. Okay, what is the entry for credit sales? Credit sales, anyone from online? Online students, anyone credit sales ka entry?
Debtors account debit to sales account.
Very good. Very good. Pal, very good. Debtors account debit to sales account. Yes. What is the entry when you receive some payment from the debtors? Yes, cash or bank account debit
To debtors account.
to debtors account. Clear with this part, second part? Debtors sometime may not be able to pay the cash immediately, okay? What they do in that cases, they may give you some check also. If they give you the check, you debit bank account debit to this account, okay? Sometimes they give you the bills of exchange. Instead of cash or check, they give you bills of exchange. Understanding? So basically bills of exchange here is an instrument drawn by the creditor. Okay? Instead of this check, what they are giving you? Bill. Yes or no? Bill. Here, who is the creditor? Who is the debtor? Huh? Huh. No. In this transaction, who is the creditor? Who is the debtor? Huh? Buyer. Who is the creditor here? Seller. Who is the seller here? Whose books? Suppose this is the transaction in our books, na? Assume it is in our books. So I am the creditor, yes or no? I am the creditor, yes or no? So I'll draw the bill of exchange in the name of debtor. Okay? I am drawing the bill. Bill is nothing but a liability I am drawing, he will accept. Say for example, for this transaction, credit sale is, say for example, 1 lakh rupees. How much? 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees. So I'll draw a bill of exchange, okay, on this debtor, and I'll send it to him. Drawing in the sense, for acceptance I am sending it to him. He will sign the bill of exchange and he will send it to me. Yes? He is signing, nothing but he is accepting the bill. Okay? So in these bills of exchange we have 3 parties, which is called drawer, drawee, payee. Drawer is nothing but the creditor who has to receive some payment. Understanding? He is going to draw the bill on drawee. This is the second party. Drawee is nothing but the debtor who has to make the payment. Okay? Who has to make the payment. Clear? Pay is who? Suppose the drawee, this drawer, he can keep the bill with himself or he can give the bill to someone else also, because this is a negotiable instrument. It can be transferred from one person to another. Understanding? So instead of keeping the bill with him till the due date, he is going to transfer it to someone else. The person who is entitled to the payment on the due date, he is called the payee. We will see all these concept with an example, don't worry, but just try to understand who are the main parties to the bills of exchange. We have 3 parties: drawer of the bill, drawee of the bill, and the payee of the bill. Clear? Parties to a bill of exchange. How many parties? See here, drawer is the party that issues a bill of exchange. Who is writing the bill of exchange? Who will write them? Creditor, lender, seller. He is the maker of the bill and his signature is necessary. While writing the bill, he will sign, and while accepting, the other person will also sign. Drawer is the party to which the order to pay is sent. Basically, he is the debtor, lender or purchaser. Understood? The drawee becomes the acceptor of the bill when it has returned the acceptance on the bill of exchange. He is accepting the bill that so and so due date I am going to pay 1 lakh rupees to you. Yes? Yes? He is accepting the bill because I don't have money right now. I'll pay in the future. Okay? This is the acceptance. Next, third one is the payee. Payee or the beneficiary is the party to which the bill of exchange is payable. Suppose the drawer is holding the bill till the due date. Then he is the payee itself. Understood? Payee is nothing but who is entitled for the payment on the due date. How much payment? 1 lakh rupees in our example. Understood na? Huh. See this? Bill of exchange. When a bill is drawn after sight, the term of bill begins to run from the date of citing, that is when the bill is accepted. Sight is nothing but acceptance. Bill drawn after sight. Indirectly, due date is counted from the date of acceptance. I mean, when the drawee accepts the bill, from that date, due date is calculated. Say for example, drawer is drawing the bill payable after 3 months. Payable after how many months? 3 months. From the date of drawing itself, you should not calculate 3 months. From the date of acceptance, you should calculate 3 months. That is the difference here. Bill drawn after date, the term of bill begins to run from the date of drawing the bill. So after date matlab, from the date of drawing itself. After sight matlab, from the date of acceptance. Understood? Huh. The date on which the term of bill terminates is called due date of the bill. What is this? Due date of the bill. पेज नंबर 89 इसमें आ सकते हैं. इसमें आपको मिलेगा ड्यू डेट, आफ्टर साइट एक्सेट्रा. ठीक है? हाँ. ड्यू डेट को क्या बोलते हैं? आई मीन द डेट ऑन विच द टर्म ऑफ बिल टर्मिनेट्स और एक्सपायर्स, इट इज कॉल्ड व्हाट? ड्यू डेट. Every instrument payable otherwise than on demand is entitled to 3 days of grace. Grace days होगा 3 days. What are these? 3 grace days. Other than payable on demand. Other than payable on demand in the sense, bills can be termed into 2 types. Payable after some due date, payable immediately. Immediately in the sense, whenever the drawer wants the payment, he'll take the bill and go to the drawee, he'll ask for the payment. I mean demand. कब डिमांड करेगा? तुम पेमेंट करना है. समझ गया? सच बिल्स को 3 days ग्रेस नहीं मिलेगा. समझ रहे? बाकी अदर ड्यू डेट जिस बिल्स का होगा ड्यू डेट, उसी बिल्स का 3 days ग्रेस मिलेगा. पॉइंट. ओके? हाँ. The term bill of exchange may be of any duration. Usually the term does not exceed 90 days from the date of bill. Maximum 90 days होते हैं generally. Okay? Due date generally 90 days, 3 months का. You can take it as 3 months. Clear? See here, when the bill is made payable on a specific date, that specific date will be the due date. When the bill is made payable after a stated number of months, the date on which the term of the bill shall expire will be the due date. when the bill is made payable at a stated number of days. Say for example, in this part, say for example, payable after 3 months. Okay, here payable after 20 days. This is the difference. This is in days, this is in months. This is a specific date. Suppose I am, what is the date today? 2nd of March. Suppose I am telling the due date is 30th of March. This is one type of bill. Okay. I am telling today I am drawing the bill, 3 months के बाद due date होगा. This is one type of bill. I am drawing the bill today, I am telling 20 days के बाद due date होगा. This is in days, this is in months, this is a specific due date. Understanding the difference? Huh? Huh. When the due date is a public holiday, the preceding business day will be the due date. समझ गया? 26th of January, 15th August. These are all public holidays. Yes or no? So on that, if the due date falls on that particular 26th of January or 15th of August, what will be the due date? 25th of January, 14th of August. When the due date is an emergency holiday, the next following day will be the due date. Understood? We will quickly do one sum fast. Based on this due date, we will quickly do one sum. Question number 1. You read this question. Question number 1. Read this question. No, you have to read the column name. Date of bill. Date of bill is what? Date of bill is 1st January. Date of bill is 1st January 2021. This is the date of bill. What is the tenure? 4 months. Tenure is 4 months. Add 4 months now. 4 months. What will be the due date? See here. 1 till February it is 1 month. Yes. Till February 1st it is 1 month. February, March, April, May. Understood? 1st May is the due date actually. Yes or no? But you have 3 days grace. Yes. What will be the due date? 4th May. Understood? First add this 4 months to the month column. It will come 01/05/2021. Understood? 01 में ऐड करो 4, 05 होगा. प्लस डेज में 3 days ग्रेस ऐड करो 4th May. This is the due date. Understood ना? हाँ. Second question पढ़ लो. 23rd November 21. 2 months. हाँ, very good. ऐड करो 2, 11, 12, 13 नहीं जाएगा, जनवरी होगा. ठीक है, जनवरी 23rd January 2022. यस. 3 days ग्रेस ऐड करो. 26 January is what? नेशनल हॉलीडे. सो ड्यू डेट कब होगा? 5th होगा. सो चेक द आंसर. 25th इज द ड्यू डेट. Understood? Clear? This is regarding bill after date, bill after site. Tenure किस में? Tenure months में भी हो सकता है, days में भी हो सकता है. Yes or no? But you have to remember this 3 days grace period. Only for demand bills you don't have grace period, but for rest of the tenure bills you will have how many days grace? 3 days. Grace period is 3 days. Okay. If it is a national holiday, due date comes on a national holiday, the preceding business day will be the due date. If the due date comes on an emergency holiday, the next preceding business day will be the due date of the bill. Due date is nothing but the date on which the drawee has to carry the cash and go to the payee and make the payment. Understanding? This is all about bills of exchange. Okay, we'll close for now. Rest of the sums in chapter 1 you can try at home. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, tomorrow we will see the rest of the part of bills of exchange. Thank you.